Hi everyone, welcome back to Heinz Feet on High Places. It's Azimuth here, and today I'm diving into something that's been on my mind for a while. I'm preparing to reattempt the Pemigewasset Loop, one of the most iconic hikes in the White Mountains. If you followed my past attempts, you know I've tried this trail before, but never completed it. This time I'm determined to succeed, and I want to bring you along for the ride. My reasons for taking on this hike again are twofold. The first, I need to bag these summits for the Four Seasons hiking list for spring. It's a goal I've been working towards, and this loop is the perfect opportunity to check off a lot of boxes. But the second reason is a little more personal. This trail has defeated me twice before, and I can't help but feel that there's unfinished business. I'm not one to leave things hanging, and I'm ready to face this challenge head on. I've hiked this trail twice before, as I said, but both attempts ended in lessons learned. On my first try, I pushed past my planned stopping point on day 2, trying to make it all the way to day 3's stop. It was a mistake. I was exhausted and the fatigue caught up with me hard. And the weather, well, that's the real kicker. Day 3 was supposed to be rainy, but it turned out to be a full-on downpour. I woke up, took one look at the conditions, and decided that discretion was the better part of valor and bailed early. I wasn't going to push through a storm on tired legs. My second attempt was in the fall, and there was significant snow. By the time I got to my stopping point for the night on day 1, I had already decided there was no way I was going to try and push through all that snow. I just didn't have it in me. So what am I going to do differently this time? Well, for one, I'm changing my approach. I'm going clockwise around the loop instead of counterclockwise. This will limit each day to just one major ascent, helping me manage my energy better. I'm also reducing the total mileage each day. The goal is to finish feeling strong, not drained. I've learned the hard way that there's no prize for pushing beyond your limits. This time I'm going to pace myself. I've mapped out my days very carefully. Each day will be manageable, with a focus on pacing and minimizing strain. Unfortunately, there's not much room for flexibility. Camping options are limited on the ridges. So I'm going to start from the Lincoln Woods trailhead, of course, and hike the Lincoln Woods Trail to the Osseo Trail, and up to Mount Flume. I'll go over Mount Flume to Mount Liberty and then descend down to the Liberty Springs tent site for the night. The following morning, I'll ascend back to the ridge line and continue along Franconia Ridge over Mount Liberty and Mount Lafayette. Descending down Mount Lafayette, I'll take the Garfield Ridge Trail over Mount Garfield, ending at the Garfield Shelter for the night. The next morning, I'll continue along the Garfield Ridge Trail to the Galehead Hut and a quick ascent up to Mount Galehead, then back to the hut. I'll start the challenging ascent there up to South Twin. I may or may not need North Twin, so if I need it, I'll go get it, but I'll skip it if I don't. It's not part of the loop, but lots of folks make it part just to go and bag the summit. If I do go get it, I'll have to return to South Twin and then continue on to Mount Geo. It's not part of the list, but it's also not far out of the way and worth bagging. I don't need Zealand, so I'll skip that one and then descend to the Geo Shelter for the night. On the 4th day, I'll climb up to the ridge from the shelter and then go out to West Bond and come back. I'll climb over Mount Bond and over to Bond Cliff, descending from there via the Bond Cliff Trail and cross the bridge over to the Lincoln Woods Trail, returning to the trailhead. As for gear, I'm sticking with what works. I've already dialed in my setup, so nothing too major here. I'll be using the same equipment that's gotten me through countless hikes, but I'll be focusing more on my strategy this time than on any last-minute gear changes. So my shelter and sleep system will be my Warbonnet Blackbird hammock, Thunderfly tarp, and Outdoor Vitals quilt and underquilt. So that's the plan. I'm excited and a bit nervous, but I know I'm better prepared this time. With the lessons from the past and a clear strategy, I'm ready to take on the Pemigewasset Loop and finally finish what I started. I hope you'll follow along, and I'll see you on the trail.